guys ready for this? Well, introduce you to Sergeant Faree. She's going to be helping us. She's going to be one taking you into jail today. She's a veteran of the sheriff's office, and we trust her on this project.
In phase one, we brought participants in individually. It's hard to sneak people into jail, so we've learned in phase two, we're going to bring people in groups.
Remember, after you pull out of this car and go to jail, I don't know you, you don't know me.
Thank you. There's your stuff and yours.
We'll get you guys changed out back here. When you come out, you'll be inmates. All right, you got any jewelry on you or anything? No. Watches or nothing like that? All right, you guys ready?
We're bringing them in under the assumption that from another county transfer to mix the cover stories up, and it just helps us get them in easier.
There she is.
Get her.
Well, tell him to get out of my face.
I ain't the one, Higgs. Him. Ain't gonna talk to me like that. I'm gonna flood this thing.
Pop that spray.
First name, Shri, S-H-E-R-I.
I'm Shuri, I'm 39, I'm from the Northwest. I'm a mom of 3, and I was a correction officer in a maximum prison, and I had to step away from it when Dustin got deployed for almost 13 months. Now, my husband's back from Afghanistan, and I'm ready to go back to work. It's time. It's my time now. But once you've left corrections and it's been more than a year, you're no longer just allowed to apply and get in. So I'm hoping being in this program, being a part of it, will get me back into the field. It'll show myself that I'm ready to do this again, and no one else in America is going to be able to say they're a correction officer and was an inmate.
What's your last name?
Ryan. My name is Ryan. I'm 27 years old, and I'm from Kentucky. I joined the U.S. Army, specifically the Army Reserves, at 19 as active duty. Got good training, learned a lot about being a medic. Overall, I'm a very logical, rational, systematic person. I'm always thinking about things that most people couldn't wrap their mind around, even if they tried to. Studied for years.
First name?
Kyle.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Get out! Come on now, that's partner and somebody.
All right, man, follow me. Swing around right over there.
I'm feeling there's a little bit of anticipation, mostly for what I don't know yet. There are people weaker than me, mentally and physically, who've made it, and I'll prevail as well.
Get her.
I think I'm in shock of how this whole process is. The only way I can describe it is like you watch like horror movies where people, they're possessed.
Help me, baby! Help me!
And I just freaked out. It became so sad so quick.
Get your fingerprints done, and then if you want, I'll let you on the phone for a minute. Right here.
I feel very weak and like just out of my element.
You gotta take a shower with that white shaver.
You would drop it in here for me. Same with the footprints for me, okay?
I'm most concerned about giving up control. I've never had to do that before. I'm the officer, I'm the mom, I run the show at home. There was always that question in my mind as a corrections officer of what's it like for them? I literally have become just an inmate.
less than, 20 minutes, I'll be cuffed and taken to jail. I'm as prepared as I possibly can be.
My name is David. I am 34 years old, and I'm a police officer. I am not a traditional police officer. You know, I grew up in the streets, and that exposed me to a lot. A lot of gangs, a lot of crime, a lot of drugs. I became the police, and it wasn't to change the world. Like, it wasn't like that. I came in because I was tired of getting with by the police, period.
What's up, bro? How you, man?
How you doing?
Coolin', bro.
It may sound cocky, but I am one of the rawest men to ever put this uniform on, and I'll challenge anybody to it.
Ma, what up? I came here to cook for you.
My childhood was a struggle in its own right. My dad, he was one of the biggest Jamaican drug dealers in Ohio. He went to jail for a while, so he ain't really worried about his son. My grandmother raised me since I was 3.
Very cooking, Lord have mercy. I've seen it all.
Just some chicken breast, something simple. Don't laugh, because it's not funny.
I'm getting ready to go to jail for 60 days.
I believe the only way to change the system is always from the inside. Nothing has ever changed from the outside looking in.
Be careful.
Don't worry.
I love you, honey. I love you.
You're gonna make me cry. You know, I don't really cry.
What's going on?
What up, what up?
You know, as a fellow brother in law enforcement, you know how to work.
Right, right.
David's mission is drugs. Coming from a law enforcement background, I think he's gonna do great at this.
You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right.
For me, as a police officer, going into jail for 60 days, this is a whole new experience on a whole nother level.
Come out one. Got one for booking. Come on out.
Hands behind your back, please. Okay. Hands behind your back.
Back the up, my people.
When you listen and you comply, it can be a lot easier. Take a right.
Tap your right thumb in there.
I've been a police officer for about 6 years now.
Been the one booking somebody in, asking them the questions.
Glenn, have a seat.
But now I get a chance to see just another side. You got cops right now that's like, oh, I'd never went to jail because you ain't built for it.
Hands behind your back. Come on over here. Go ahead and remove your clothing, put the jail clothing on.
I had to strip, take my out, I'm like, got to squat and call. Same thing. I'm telling them to do, it reversed on me, and I'm like, wow, like, yo. And I felt like, okay, yeah. I'm one of them, like, boom.
Hi, it's nice to see you again.
Hey, Jackie, it's good to see you too.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Same here.
Jackie. Good to
Hey
see you.
there. Nice to see you.
So how you doing today? Still standing tall?
Trying.
Excellent.
Yes, absolutely.
Any nerves? Are you nervous right now or anything?
Naturally, yeah. I'm very nervous, but I'm trying to believe in myself throughout this process. So
Sure.
I think I'm ready to get this project going.
Come this way.
All right. Leaving my daughter has brought feelings up.
Stand right here, hands on the front of the vehicle.
I feel selfish and I feel guilty. I don't want to psych myself out.
Okay, turn around this way.
I know that if I think too much into it, I'm going to second guess myself.
All right, turn back around, please.
I think you're forced throughout this experience to answer to your inner demons or inner thoughts.
All right, have a seat in there.
The anticipation of what's to come is killing me inside. really hope I can make it the full time.
Some of the girls are worse than the guys. Girls with murder charges, felony murder. You don't have fake nails, do you?
I do.
They may want those.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Just so you know. Just so you know.
I just feel a little bit overwhelmed because I don't really know what to expect.
Hold that! Bring your bitch ass down! Put that on him!
As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh God, get me the out of here. I never knew that these places were as bad as they were. This is a slice of hell.
All right, watch out. Right, you right. Why I told you to sit there?
I told him to sit right there.
I told you to sit right there.
I hear guards screaming, inmates screaming, a lot of negativity and complaining.
My release date was the 25th. This is the 28th, and here I am in Fulton County now. And no telling where all I got to go between now. That don't make any sense.
Let me out.
Hearing those screams and moans makes my situation just feel awful.
Okay, Liz, this class is gonna be real simple. I'm gonna give you a uniform, and I'm gonna give you panties, bra, and a new uniform. You're gonna get completely naked. You're gonna step over to the shower. You're gonna place all of your personal items inside of that bag that I gave you. I'm gonna step over here and I'm gonna seal that bag. So if you have any important papers, you need to go ahead and take them out now, because once that bag is sealed, that bag will not be open for any reason at all.
The smell is just god awful.
What is that in your shirt? What is this?
It's like bleach mixed with like feces and urine and blood and just all these bodily fluids mixed with bleach is what I smell. It makes you feel dirty and just victimized.
All right over there?
Intake's mentally and physically exhausting. You're trying to be strong, but inside your heart's racing. You know, I was sweating in an environment where it's freezing.
Open 12.
It's awful.
Miss Kennedy. And Miss Wallace.
They kicked me out of prison.
You out of prison?
Yes. Because she's so bad.
On your right. Stay on your right, okay? Stay on here. Careful.
If you want to know what hell's like, go through intake.
What is she wearing?
I'm ready for my jail era. My criminal era.
You put your seatbelt on?
Yeah, love to. I'm Nina, 37, from Dallas, Texas. I'd want to be in jail with me. I haven't really seen much 60 Days In at all. Corey told me he thought had I seen it, I wouldn't have done it. I know you're supposed to go in kind of comfortable and scruffy, and this is like comfortable scruffy for me. You should see what people wear to court. People wear pajamas and actual slippers to court. I could light my hair on fire when I see that. I've been a bail bondsman since my very early 20s while I was in college. So it's gonna be very different being the one getting handcuffed. And look, my orange lipstick, it's like a little wink to like the inmate outfit. The bail bondsman is a critical part to the legal system. A bondsman is the middle person between the criminal and the court system. And don't let this bottled blonde fool you, honey, because I will find you. I think this is it. Watch. Let's go.
Oh, shoot.
Stop. This is not a kink show. Turn around. I just hope they don't make me wash my hair. I don't mind taking a shower, but, you know, it's kind of a good hair day, and what a waste. I haven't felt a lot of anxiety going to jail yet. I know I probably should.
It's your first time getting handcuffed?
No, but I've never been to jail. I think I'm invincible.
Do you remember your emergency signal?
I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm mouthy, but I'm compassionate. I know everybody's kind of underestimating me, but I mean, I've been to a lot of rough places. I can do jail. I overstep limits all the time, and I don't spend a lot of time worrying what people think about me or what people say about me, if any. Probably none. I hope it's like a cute jail. Ooh, is this them? Look at that. Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe I should have just like went to work like normal.
Look.
Too late to back out, right?
Too late.
Hello.
Hi, Nina.
Hi. I don't know if I'm shaking because I'm cold or because I'm nervous.
Well, you look good.
Thank you. Did anybody else dress like this?
No.
I wanted to make a good first impression. Is this a good jail outfit? I felt like this kind of looked like an inmate outfit.
No, it's not quite the inmate outfit.
See, I've been liking your guys' outfits too, so I didn't want you to look better than me.
Well, there you go. There you go. You one-upped us.
What did you think when Nina showed up wearing what she was wearing at the arrest site?
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Okay, do you remember the tap-out signal?
Like this.
And then do you remember what I said about that?
If we do it, once we're out, can't come back.
Yep. I want to see every single one of you make it, and I want to see you in particularly prove everyone who doubted you wrong.
Thank you. Am I your favorite?
I don't have favorites. Come on.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do you proud. You watch.
All right.
You're gonna want to hire me after this.
All right.
I might take your job. I'm just kidding.
Nina's personality, her character, you know, she'll probably stick out in booking. Yeah, there's a little apprehension there.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is have you take your coat off.
Okay.
And we're just gonna take this and set this right over here for right now. Okay, perfect. Gonna have you stand over here by the vehicle.
Okay.
Take your right and left hand, put it on top of your head for me. And we're just gonna put the waist chains on you.
You know, this is some people's fantasies to do this to me. Look, I almost wore a belt today, too.
Just keep facing my
Okay.
truck, okay? There you go, just like that. Just turn around and face me.
Ooh, this feels real.
Step in here.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Ooh, I feel weird. What's wrong with me? Who signs up for this?
Wes, let's go get you a
My
sandwich.
mom's on her last days and I can't see my kids and you keep harassing me.
Yo, PP. Nina, N-I-N-A?
Yeah. I get to booking, and it's so intimidating.
What's up, man? All right, come on in here, okay?
I've dropped off plenty of people at that door, and I've always been curious what goes on past that.
What color bra are you wearing today?
Jeez, black.
All right, we just have to inventory all your property.
Oh, okay.
That's what I know. That's a weird
What a
question.
sexy
Sorry.
question.
All right, and then I'll have you take your pinkies. You're gonna put them inside your mouth. Show me the top of your gums and the bottom. Yeah. Up. Okay, now stick out your tongue.
And right now, I'm so uncomfortable.
Okay, just look forward of the camera. Perform art.
Yeah. Art. Great. Art is
That's not bad.
I've seen worse.
But at the same time, at least my mugshot is exactly everything I hope for. It's a combination of tough and poise. They give me a bagged sack lunch, and it's like clammy lunch meat with like questionable cheese. I get dressed out. They give me an orange uniform. I planned for that. I wore orange lipstick. I like it, it's fine. But like, if I could tell you the most horrifying part of this whole thing, the scariest thing in the planet of America is getting used underwear, I can tell you that. You have never seen a strip of fabric so singed by 1,000 crotches in your whole life.
Straight out that door to your left.
It's disgusting.
Line to the right.
You cheated! I jumped the gun.
Yeah, so this is intake performance. You gotta.
Hi. Fine. I'll take ours. Fine. Our baby.
It's kind of like a weird smell in here, right? What am I smelling?
It is a weird smell. Like I want to gag. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. I'm having a hard time. Okay.
The smell, I've been told it's the jail smell. Pits of hell. I have no way to describe it. It's the worst scent I've ever smelled in my life.
It's jail. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do people don't be by themselves, because when you're all by yourself in the cell, all by yourself, it's rough.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Okay. In the pod, there's no tutorial, there's nothing. And it's truly up to you to ask and feel through it.
I'm Nina.
I'm Nina. I'm Mandy.
Andy?
Mandy.
Mandy. Okay.
It's absolutely insensitive. There's no padding for anybody who's new.
So where do you take a dump at?
We're right here in front of everyone.
Wait, so we poop in the same room that we sleep?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and right by people's heads.
Oh, the toilet situation is absolutely horrendous. You cannot be poop shy.
Well, here's the thing. At night, do not flush the toilet even if you poop, because it wakes the listeners to the toilets.
It's strange.
I didn't sleep at all last night because I was so spread out on coffee. It's so gross. Okay, this is gonna be fun. You have to say, yep, I'm pooping.
My nerves are a little shot. I'm a little stressed. And I finally muster up like the guts to eat this like weird sandwich. And as I'm eating it, this lady just takes like a raging dump.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And we're talking like feet from me.
Oh my God, how did I eat a sandwich while I'm
I've never ate a sandwich with somebody taking a dump directly beside me. I'm petrified. This is gonna be so bad.
There you have it.
You remember your signal? Emergency signal?
Boom. But we're not gonna do that. You know what's happening out with me. I got this. I volunteered to go first because I've been waiting for a long time for this.
All right, this is it.
Let's do it. I studied past seasons, just mentally prepared myself for years for this.
Good luck in there.
Thank you. I want to prove something to myself, my family, and the world. I can do something as challenging as this. Hey, how's it doing?
Morning, Corey. How are you?
I'm good. I'm from St. Louis, but I left home at 19. Usually I work ski resorts in the winter and national parks in the summer. So like Yellowstone, Vail, Jackson Hole, Aspen.
How you feeling on your charges and your cover story?
Pretty confident. I'm here on Class B, possession of drugs, 2 ounces of weed, here for 90 days on commitment.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I would describe myself as a very passionate person. I can start over anywhere. I've lived many lives in many places, and I can adapt really easily, but I'm very active, so this is gonna be very different, you know, being confined.
It's important to me that you make it through this, and I know you can.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be challenging, but I mean, that's life. This is a different jail from other seasons of 60 Days In because it's predominantly white. Never know if there's like, you know, a militia in there, neo-Nazis.
Okay, well, things are gonna get real here. I'm gonna turn you over to Deputy Tyndall, take you into jail.
Wow, this is happening. I didn't tell anyone I was doing 60 Days In. I really want this experience to be about me. I don't need distractions. It makes me stronger because I'm dependent on myself. I don't need to depend on anybody.
A little higher. There you go.
I identify as pansexual. I am attracted to both sexes, and whoever identifies as non-binary. I've always known since I was little, but my family don't know I'm pansexual. Being Baptist, you really can't express that. It's just like a no-no in the church.
You know, when this airs, there's a chance that they're gonna find out.
Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, they can hate me even more. Who cares? There's been female participants in the past who are openly LGBTQ, but I don't think there's been any guys. If I'm the first, then I'll represent.
We'll be there in a minute.
I don't think too much of it, but I don't want my sexuality to define my experience whatsoever.
Are you worried it could make you a target?
Yeah, I really didn't think about that. I mean, we'll just have to see. Going into booking, it was like some nervousness.
First name?
Corey.
What's your last name?
Phillips. They asked me like my last name, and I said Phillips. I kept saying Phillips. I thought my fake name was Pratt. From the get-go, I thought it was Pratt. But then at pickup, the officer told me my last name was Phillips.
Is your last name Phillips?
No.
All right, dude, that's what's on the papers.
I'm like, okay, he gave me the wrong last name. Maybe they changed it, because they changed my possession at the pickup, so I thought that changed too.
Minor tweak to your story.
Okay.
So get rid of the 2 ounces, just possession. So you decided to turn yourself in.
Okay. So I went in there, I said Phillips. And then I'm like, oh, crap. I'm like, damn, I hope I didn't seem suspicious, because on my paper it said Pratt. Kind of scared me a little bit.
Turn around.
I'm already dealing with an intense environment. I didn't want that heat on me. So this is all stressing me out.
All right, Pratt, you can head around here. Just head into that red gate. Nope, no. You're not allowed up here. Right over here.
Sir?
What's your last name?
I don't understand. Like, not trying to point fingers, but it's just like, okay, I wish he kind of got my last name right, because I'm going like, I don't see the paper.
I'm sorry that happened. That was definitely a mistake. He was confused. Your last name was Pratt on the paperwork.
I mean, it happened.
You guys ate? Huh? Dinner you guys ate was possessed. What? Yeah.
I adapted into intake pretty well. People were getting along. Everybody just did their own thing.
Yeah, I haven't ate my dinner. You see that? I haven't even touched it. Cool. I haven't ate my dinner.
Dude, that ain't our problem.
Yes, what's wrong with the dinner?
That ain't our problem.
Huh?
It's not our problem. You haven't eaten your dinner.
It's not about problem. You don't get it.
Well, then what the you bitching about? Dude, that's what's pissing me off. I get that you're getting mad.
You guys changed when you guys ate your dinners.
We changed when we ate our dinners?
Yeah, it's like activating or something.
Must be energy?
Huh?
Must be energy.
I don't know, it's making you guys hyper or something.
Everybody was just like talking as usual, and this dude literally sleeps all day. He literally just sleeps. So he keeps telling us to shut up, making small remarks and making comments, and everybody just pissed off. It's not the type of place you just go around saying that to people.
I'm not saying anything that would make you disrespectful at this
Oh
point.
my God, shut the up. Homie, you've been hella disrespectful, bro. You know that last year. ADC, we would have dropped your ass already, bro. Yeah, we would have dropped your ass. We don't care about the CO either.
What kind of is that? Hold on, what are you?
You're never telling anything on you.
Dude, I heard you sit there and tell the CO we're being shit louder. Bro.
I don't know what was going on. They were going to beat his ass. They were yelling because they were going to beat his ass because he kept telling them to be quiet.
They got cameras in this county, or else I would have dropped your ass a long time ago.
Dude, we all having a good vibe talk. You gotta kill it.
You starting to pop?
No.
You're gonna f up my day?
No, I was just talking about how I wanted to become a CO.
That's literally what you're talking about.
That's literally what I'm talking about.
Don't stir the pot, don't f up my day, I will f you to death. Yeah, we're straight.
I was surprised for our CEO to say that.
Don't worry about us, it's all good.
The deputy goes, I want to f you to death. And that was not only a sexual harassment, but death threat.
I've never been threatened to get to death before, but I don't know, I might like it.
When I got out of the van, my heart was pounding like I was in trouble. The sound of intake is the sound of my freedom being taken away from me. It's scary. And I thought to myself, you used to do this all the time? How?
What were you in for?
Drugs, credit cards, checks, burglary, like, oh my God, I forgot to turn my phone off. I'm not gonna answer it. Receiving stolen property, shoplifting, and what is that? What's that one charge that I got? Interception, wait a minute. Something into a county facility. I brought drugs in. What is that called? Shoot. It's called something, I forget. See, I did drugs so long that my memory's slowly coming back. And I'll forget a word that I've known all my life. That's part of doing drugs. It takes your memory. So that's why I'm like this. There was a few charges. Introduction to contraband, that's what it was. Introduction to contraband. I've done probably around 7 to 8 years of my life inside of prisons and county jails. But with COVID, this is definitely different. Now I'm realizing how hard it's going to be. "60 days is going to be a long time."
Just a few months ago, we had a group of participants from Phase 1 that was sitting in the same chairs you are today. There was one person that went a step above everybody else, actually 5 or 6 steps above everyone else. We're going to bring him back for the second phase.
So with that, we welcome Tony back to participate in this part of the program along with you guys. We welcome you and would like for you to be the team captain or leader of this next phase.
I'd like Tony to go in first.
Deja vu. Supposedly, he retrained all of his officers, so I'm gonna put all that to the test. If they can be broke, I'm the one to break them. I mean, I carry myself a certain way where I'm not one that you want to challenge. Oh man, they ready too.
If you would, step right back here to our cuff team. They'll take you from here. You know the routine.
Yes, sir. Phase 1, I got shanks. I got drugs.
Put your arms out for me.
I did what I wanted to do.
Over the other side.
Second phase, buckle up. One of the things that I'm looking to see has changed is intake.
Man, you bet.
You bet?
Yeah. Put your hands up on the wall.
The pat down compared to last time was night and day. He actually patted me down, like crotch, socks, like went in my shoes. Like they figured it out. After the pat down, they put me in the tank. So I'm sitting there in intake. There's this older white guy, right? He started bragging and boasting about $1,700. Mind you, I'm an inmate now. Survival of the fittest. I gotta eat.
It's real.
No sooner than he gave me the 50, a CO called me out.
Y'all get your dress.
So I'm like, well, shoot, I got to do what the CO say. The CO was like, hey, can't take no money to the pod. Put the rest on the machine. So I put $50 on my books. And I got to do what inmates do. I'm motivated. I'm ready to get it done. Walking into 400, a couple people remember me.
What you paying for, Tony?
And I sang O'Shea. Everything's coming back to me. It's like, Get on your grind. Like, you've been here before, this ain't nothing new. But back to business, I plan on challenging every single CO, every step of the way.
I went 23.
First test, I pretty much gonna pick my own cell. I go upstairs, look in the cells. I see that little white boy come out his cell, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely doable. I can live with him. Boom, this is my cell. Man, I'm back.
Back in this bitch like I never left.
This is my second time going in. Pod boss, that's some phase one. This is like my kid's playground in my backyard. I can do what I want to do.
They all went to the talk. They all went to the snitch. They want everybody around and snitch set somebody up. I ain't with that. Look at it. I know he with y'all. You know he with y'all.
I'm in the day room, and I see this white kid who said, hey, bro, you working with the camera crew? I'm like, now how I want to play this? Like, I could just go up and just smack him, and that's just gonna seal the deal. Don't even open your mouth wrong.
Hey, sir, I can't hear you. Speak up. I can't hear you. Speak up. You got something to say, say it.
You disrespect me, I'm gonna put blood in your mouth.
Anybody in here, push up.
How did he react?
He shut up. Wouldn't you shut up? And then all the same gangsters surrounding him who encouraged him enough to even approach me to say that. Now they like, nah, big homie, he ain't nothing like that. Now I'm cool, big bruh, OG, all this. Man, my name is Tony.
It's all good, man.
I mean, Austin would never confront me if he didn't have like 5, 6 people telling him what to do. With him being obviously the oddball because he's white, the black people, they in his ear because they ain't got the balls enough to come to me and say it. They know better. So keep your mouth shut.
Hey, John, how you doing?
A little nervous, ready to get started, but nervous.
Okay, that's perfectly normal. Everything else is now on you, but I have confidence you're going to do well.
Thank you, sir, and I hope that this not only benefits you, but everybody else, you know, in the country as well.
Absolutely. John's strengths is going to be in his analytical abilities, his prior experience with law enforcement and the military. He has seen the dark side, so to speak. He can adjust well.
John, just step over here by the vehicle, put your hands on the fender, feet spread. Step back this way a little bit. All right. I already know what it's like to work in a jail, but I haven't seen from the advantage of the other side. Right here. All right, carefully work your way in there. All right, excellent. My hope is that I can make everybody proud and do what I set out to do and hopefully make a difference. There's a lot of hurt in this country, in this society. We need to start healing that, so I'm ready to get started. I'm nervous, but I think if you weren't nervous coming into this situation, you're putting yourself in danger. I know that I just need to get my game face on and just prepare for that first moment when I walk in the door.
Stay right here.
I'm here for something I didn't do. Where you get this pen from?
My paper, man.
No.
All right, turn around slowly. Then you'll have a seat on the back door in front of the desk, sir.
You in one of the roughest jails in the United States. Absolute.
In 2 hours, y'all see me, I'm gonna be high.
Everybody
I promise.
slow-mo.
Or I'm gonna be on lockdown for beating somebody up.
Every drug was on the street in here.
In here.
For real.
Just like how you
Every
see
drug.
us, you don't know who got something on them right now, just sitting in your face right now on their camera. Somebody got
I
something
wish
in
we
their
could
ass
show
crack.
y'all what we can.
You feel me? Somebody got something in their ass. You don't know.
What's your first name?
John.
Last?
Thomas.
Okay. Turn your whole body and face me, Mr. Thomas.
People are howling and screaming. This is just beginning. It hasn't even really started yet.
Listen up, listen up. Everybody to my left, your right. Let's go. Let's move. Take the hat off. We dressed? Yes. Single file line. Let's go. Listen up. If you have any socks, underwear, everything that you possess on your personal, you're gonna put it inside these bags I gave you once you go inside the shower. Here you go.
Thank you. When I walk in and take my first shower, I look around and it's pretty disgusting. But I have to try to keep everything in perspective and keep playing the game and put that frustration aside.
Yo, what's taking so long, sir?
Now we're finna be in the closed down room. Everybody butt naked, no drawers. Hey, cutie pie. Yeah, that's where it come in at, you know what I'm saying? Intake.
Most jails that I've been to, they do a full body search with naked bodies before they come into the population. That does not occur here. It was shocking to see it that blatant. You can smuggle pretty much anything you wanted.
Life in Florida County Jail, man. You never know what might pop off. Y'all folk don't know.
So I'm in the van, I'm on the way to jail, and the arresting officer just stops the van, and he gets out.
It's just an arrest report. Right.
I'm like, you know, what's going on?
It happens as I'm going right. We're getting back out.
Now, I'm kind of getting nervous.
Where's the keys? You have one?
And the arresting officer wanted me to try to sneak something into the jail, which was a 4-inch long handcuff key. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but a split-second decision there, I was like, I'm taking it.
Good.
Go. I don't think that's ever been done before. It's crazy. I was worried that if I got caught coming in with that key, that was going to be some lockdown time, some solitary confinement time, or a good old-fashioned beatdown.
Anything else on you, sir? Get out. Find anything else? Charge of it.
I actually stuck the key in my waistband. It should be easily felt on any type of pat down. So now I'm really getting nervous. Anxiety's really kicking in, and then we come to the metal detector. My heart rate was probably at its highest it's been in a long time. If they find the handcuff key, I'm afraid of catching a real charge. I walked through the metal detector and it never alerted.
Face the wall, put your hands up.
I'm halfway home with it. Now I've got a pat-down process to get through. The pat down was pretty basic, but he wanted me thoroughly and never picked it up. I could have basically come in with a lot more than just a handcuff key.
While you're here with us, will you be withdrawn from drugs or alcohol?
Just freedom.
I understand.
I get through the pat-down process, I get the detectors. Now what do I do with it? I go in, I take a shower, so I slide into my shoe. When I come out, they had found the key in my shoe.
This right here potentially could be used to escape. It could be used to stab somebody with.
And they put me in a holding cell by myself.
It's pretty hot risk.
I'm thinking, what have I done? And now I'm worried about what's going to happen next.
I didn't sleep too well last night. A lot of anxiety.
Has the anxiety left him out?
Right now, I'm still very nervous. I think anybody that's going to jail that's never actually done jail time is going to be nervous. But, you know, I walk into this type of environment every day.
So we're about 5 minutes away from the arrest location.
Okay.
So remember, when you get into intake, in terms of the distress signal, intake is the one place where you can't give the distress signal because there's no way we can pull you out when you're not in jail yet.
Sounds great. All right, fellas.
How's it going, Jacob?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Ready to do this thing?
Yep, I am.
I have high expectations, not to put stress on you.
Yeah.
You know what you do for a living in the real world. You've got your cover story.
Yeah.
Pretty good and down. So, anything you want to say before we begin this mission?
The only thing I can think of is let's get it going. I'm tired of waiting.
Good luck, Jacob.
All right, thank you.
Maybe step right over here to the arrest team. Jacob, he's got to be able to separate being an officer versus an inmate. And if he can't accept that role reversal, he's going to fail.
For me to be successful, I'm going to have to stick to my cover story. And I'm going to have to become inmate Jacob Miller. Walking up in there, I do have this feeling that this jail may be worse than the other seasons. Even though I have an idea of what goes on inside these places, now I'm going to be on the other side.
Hang in there. Jennifer! Jennifer!
And that worries me because inmates are very smart. They shout and say and do certain things to try to mock you, make fun of you, to bully you because they're trying to spin you up.
Our unit's off the chain right now when people's doing stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unit 4 popping off.
The store came.
One guy talking about him being suicide up there. So they robbed him.
Being alone inside this jail, it's really the only thing I'm terrified of. I think this is going to be a lot harder than I thought.
I recognized him when I first walked in. It was Jacob. I didn't talk to him, but I can tell he's not feeling well. He looked like he was sick. I don't know how long he's been here. He kept drinking water, kept using the restroom. I don't know what's going on.
As a corrections officer on the inside, I have a hard time turning it off.
Is it okay if I just ask a couple of questions?
If y'all come out here.
Okay, great. Thank you. We're doing a documentary about life inside. Do you want to sign the release? You want to sign? Okay, great.
It's a better background for us. Good. All right. But we just do little interviews with people all over the place. What's going on?
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, a lot of people have been here for a long time. How are you feeling?
I'm very suffocated. I feel it's hard to breathe. No, I'm done. I can't. I'm done. I'm sorry.
What do you want right now?
I want to go.
Are you sure you want to?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how
10. That's a 10. I'm done.
There's a lot that we have to do. I need you to hang with me here. And I need you to keep strong for me until we get you out of sleep.
Walking into intake, I wasn't really sure what to expect, and this has exceeded anything that I would have thought. Just the sheer noise and pandemonium.
They gonna spray me with mace, okay? And they gonna drag my ass in that room right there.
It was disgusting. It's so dirty. It smells like armpits and stinking butt and vomit. It's putrid. The girl who pat me down, she absolutely barely touched me. So I could have brought in everything that I wanted to bring in.
Like there's a girl in this right now that they have failed to send out over 8 hours. She's been in there, butt naked.
The girls, everyone who comes in is coming down from some drugs.
You are ma'am.
And then they give you the uniform. And the shirt is a 4X.
There's no, this is blood. This is somebody's breast.
No, we can't have that. When they gave me my sheets, they were full of blood, and I was not willing to take those sheets. The rookie guy did give me another set of sheets. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And they're warm. But he kind of looked surprised at the fact that I actually said something and expected new sheets because everyone else upstairs has bloody sheets, and they're okay with it.
You go ahead and run these ladies up, please.
It's gonna get real permanent.
I'll probably go back to prison. I'll probably go back to prison. Well, you should have been at the garage. You. Bitch.
Somebody's gonna need a boat.
There was no comparison to this pod and what I've seen before on other episodes. It's enormous, and it was so overwhelmingly disgusting. But spiritually, I'm unshakable, I'm unmovable, and I'm not gonna cower down and back down to this. I'm determined to make it the full 60 days.